Let's do question number 10 together now. Okay. Friends, this question will write down the basic data, analyze the question, and then we will do it together. Alright. So I'll start with the basic data. Working note 1. Basic data. Now a US based company wants to set up a subsidiary in India. So let's have that concept very clear. US company it wants an Indian subsidiary. So where so far it was exporting in the view of the growing demand for its product and competition from the other US based companies. So basically what is happening is there are many other US companies that are normally exporting. Okay. So I'll write down earlier they used to export. Now to counter competition they want to open a branch in India. This is a logical part. Okay, everybody clear with this one? Now let us try doing it from here now. In the view of growing demand for its product and competition from the other US based companies, the initial project cost of plant and machinery including installation is 490 million. So I'll write down working note number 1, basic data. Point number A, initial cost of plant and machinery. Does that turn out to be 490 million? Okay. Point number B, the working capital requirement is currently how much? Current working capital requirement will be $60 million. Alright. Now the company follows SLM method of depreciation. SLM method of depreciation. Alright. Next point. They have told apart from this, net working capital method of depreciation is given exporting currently 2 million units every year. So currently exporting 2 million units at the rate of how much, friends? $90. Okay. So $90 they are exporting, and as of now the variable cost is turning out to be how much? $50. The CFO of the company has estimated that the following operating costs and other data in respect of the proposed project. Where of the project they are giving some details. This 90 and 50 was the earlier. So this is the earlier variable cost. And what is this? Earlier selling price. Ideally from this, I can go and find out my earlier contribution also. That would be 90 minus 50 will give you 40. 40 into 2 million units will give you how much? $80 million. That was the original contribution that they were actually getting. Now they have given some extra details over here. Variable operating cost is how much? $30. So I'll continue the same point, EFG. Variable cost will now be only $30 in India. So the cost is coming down, and the project share of allocated fixed cost is turning out to be $3 million. Okay. Expected useful life of the project is 5 years. Friends, if you know the life, I can actually go and find out the depreciation, because the plant and machinery cost is how much? 490 minus 0 divided by 5. So 490 minus 0 divided by 5, that will turn out to be how much? Do I get the depreciation as $99 million? $99 million. Production capacity of the proposed project in India will be how many units? 5 million units. So in India, okay, capacity and demand in India will be $5 million. Have I made a mistake? 98, right? Or is it 92, Ashok? Please confirm and let me know. Have they given some salvage value? No, right? No. So that's correct. 98 is correct. Okay. Now, existing working capital for production and sale of 2 million is how much? 25 million. Now tell me, $25 million is the existing working capital. Now will this be required? This will no longer be required. So this will become my inflow. This will become my inflow. Are you all clear with this point, friends? Can I go to the next page now? It's a very long question. Export of the product in the coming year will decrease to how much? 1.5 million units, provided the company does not set up a subsidiary in India. The sentence is beautiful. We'll write down this in detail. Okay. Export will come down to 1.5 million units if what? If it does not set up a subsidiary in India. This sentence is very, very crucial, friends, because we have an interpretation based on this which may later on be confusing. That time I'll help you to interpret this. Tax rate is how much percentage? 35 percentage, and the KE of the project turns out to be how much? 12 percentage. I'll give you a minute now. Read and enjoy the beauty of this question. I'll go to the next page now. Now go through this sentence specifically, friends. They have told export will come down to 1.5 million units if it does not set up a subsidiary in India. Or the other interpretation is that if it opens a subsidiary in India, then 1.5 million unit sale also will come in India. So foreign export revenue will become zero. Friends, this part is a tricky part. Now they say if they don't start a subsidiary in India, their sales will come down in US. But if they start in India, US sales are completely gone. Am I right? Here they are saying 5 million. That 5 million will include that 1.5 also. So on this 1.5, whatever contribution you would have got there will now become an opportunity cost. Okay, when I solve it, you will understand it better. Now friends, this is a question on capital budgeting. Whenever we do a question on capital budgeting, always keep this in your mind. We have three types of cash flows. Initial cash flow, in between cash flow, and what is the last one? Terminal cash flow. So now you interact and tell me, this 490 million is what? Initial, in between, or terminal cash flow? Initial. 60 million? Initial. Depreciation? In between. Currently exporting 90, 50 is not relevant. This is not relevant at all. Okay. Next point. Variable cost 30, in between. Fixed cost, in between. Life, not relevant. Depreciation, in between. 5 million, in between. What about this 25 million, friends? Tell me. I need your answer on this one.
Starting only, sir. Initial.
Exactly. This will be your initial inflow. It will be your initial inflow. Alright. What about this 1.5 million opportunity cost? This will be in between, because every year you are going to lose 1.5 million dollar. Okay. Once you categorize this, then the calculation is very easy, friends. Now I'll write down the next working note. Initial cash flow. So here I'll write down point number A, that will be 490 and 60, correct? So cost 490, working capital 60 will come, minus 25 will come, because 25 you release in US also, right? So net effect will be only 35. So your total initial outlay will be 525. Everybody clear with this part? Yes. Next I'll write down over here, in between cash flow. So what is happening in between cash flow, friends? We have sales. We are selling 5 million units into, what was the selling price, friends? Was it 90? I don't remember the selling price. Earlier was $90 and variable cost was 50. Later on, have they told anything about the selling price? If nothing is told, we'll assume it to be the same, $90. Your variable cost will be 5 million into $30. Then you have your fixed cost. How much is the fixed cost they have told? $3 million, right? So once I do this fixed cost, I have to reduce the depreciation also. How much was my depreciation? $98 million, correct? So once I reduce all this, what will I get? Profit before tax. From that, what will I reduce? Tax. What will I get? Profit after tax. So if I add depreciation, I will get what? Cash flow after tax. So how much is 5 million into 90? Do you get the answer as $450 million? 5 million into 30 will be $150 million. So 450 minus 150 minus 3 minus 98. So do you get the answer as $199 million? Wait, I think I have made some mistake. 450 is correct, 150 is correct, 30 is correct, 98 is also correct. I have done some calculation mistake then. 450 minus 150 minus 3 minus 38 would be 199. Friends, is this correct? Yes, that is correct. 198, 30. Oh, hold on. Fixed cost is 30. I think that is where I went wrong. Thank you for correcting me. Fixed cost is 30. It was a copy paste mistake. So do you get the number as 172? Now how much is the tax rate? 35%. That will be 60.20. Triple 1.8. Add back depreciation. You will get the number as 209.80. So initial done, in between also done. Last, I'll write down here itself since I have space. The next working note will be terminal cash flow. Can you tell me, friends, in this example, what will be your terminal cash flow? Plant and machinery will be fully gone. Working capital will be what? Recaptured. Yes. Recapture of working capital. That will be how much? 35. Alright. So once you get this, then we can do the NPV calculation. Can I go to the next page now, friends? So once we are done with this, we have to find out about the opportunity cost also, that is pending. Opportunity cost. Now tell me, on 1.5 million units, earlier you were making $90 minus $50. Am I right? So how much is 40 into 1.5 million? Do you get the answer as $60 million? Correct? On this, you would have ended up paying a tax of how much percentage? 35%. Do you get the answer as $39 million? Correct? That's a tax. So what will be the profit after tax that you're losing out? $21 million will be your opportunity cost. So friends, once we are done with this part, let me go up. We have got everything. We will just go and do the NPV now. So I'll write down the final working note heading NPV. Year, cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. So what is a year? Year is okay. Year 0 we'll start with. Year 0, if I'm not wrong, you have 525 as your initial investment. What is the discount factor they have told, friends? 12%, right? Year 1 to 5, how much is the savings that you got? 209.8 minus 21. 188.8 minus, hold on. I think I made a small mistake here. Wait. 60 million was the
after tax is 39.
39, right? I think I wrote it the other way around.
Tax at 35% is 21.
Okay, so sorry. This will be 21 and this will be 39, correct? Alright.
Yes.
So now this minus 39 I should do, right? So I think I'll get the number as 170.8. Am I right? Okay. And at the end of year 5, you get 35 back. Can somebody please work out the NPV and tell me? Kritika, your doubt is only if you don't open the subsidiary, it will reduce. That sentence is confusing, Kritika. I'll repeat once again. If I don't open, it will reduce from 2 to 1.5 because others will take away the market. But if I open, why will I keep the showroom in US also open? I will definitely close the showroom, right? That is why that working capital is also coming back to me, correct? Alright. Can you tell me what is the NPV you get over here? Once you work it out, it should be 110.55 lakhs. So friends, we are done with this question also.